Hello, my name is Geogen and welcome back to Armoured Warfare. So, here is some 017 patch footage from the public test server, the PTS. Two things are new here. Firstly, the map. This is Frontline, or Frontlines, I think it's just called Frontline. And as you can tell by the minimap and the way my vehicle's little image is, it's very, very big, the map. It's the biggest map in the game, or upcoming to the game anyway. There are some errors on the map. As you can see, the trees look like they've just had their 2D models put in until you go right up to them and then they load in properly. But I thought I would drive around on this map. It is a PvP map, it's not PvE, and as you can tell there's hardly anyone on the PTS server, as there's just one guy on the enemy team. I did try speaking to him, but he's not really going to comply. He may be Russian, and he might not understand English, so that's fair enough. So I'm just going to try and avoid him for as long as possible, and bit of a spoiler, he does end up killing me, which is pretty unsurprising, as he is in a Ramka 99, which is a very well armoured vehicle. Now, the second new thing, rather, is the VBR, which you can see is on screen. It's quite fast. It's a tier 8 armoured fighting vehicle upcoming, and it's going to be placed after the Diesel 1. Initial impression, I don't like it at all. It's fast, certainly. It has a 30mm gun when it's upgraded, with AP rounds and also heat rounds. And additionally, it is also armed with ATGMs if you want to. It's one or the other, and the stock gun is a 20mm. Now, reason I don't like it, it's huge. It's absolutely humongous compared to the VBL and the Diesel 1, which is tier 6 and 7 respectively, and you just have absolutely no armour. And there was a rock there which I didn't notice, just blended into the blackened earth there, the burnt forest. Now, I think the VBL and the Diesel 1 will be better scouts until this is tweaked, changed, buffed, whatever. Additionally, it doesn't have any smoke. Bottom left you can see it has its designate target ability, which all armoured fighting vehicles have, and additionally it has 3 lots of APS. No smoke means if you get spotted, and you're going to get spotted because this vehicle is so large, it has such crap camo rating in comparison to the previous tiers and the crab above it. But some people may find it enjoying to play, get enjoyment out of it is what I'm trying to say. Failure of English, but it's not for me at all. So we'll see what happens. Some people might like it, some people probably will, but I think the majority of players will still play the Diesel and the VBL. Anyway, back to Frontline. You can see from, well, what you've been watching, there's scattered pieces of fire everywhere, burnt forest section to the south, where you can see pretty much the entire bottom left hand corner of the map and the bottom right is burnt. Doesn't really mean anything other than it just looks nice or varied. The map is full of hills, as you can tell, and the central section is a big valley. I've never played this map on standard battle. I believe it's got a standard battle mode. I've only played it on encounter, and as you can see the encounter flag is located in the middle, where Moonlight Pones is right now. So you can see I didn't get spotted there because I have slightly better view range than that of the Ramka 99, and I was also through some camouflage, I think, or rather some concealment. In terms of physical objects on the map, there aren't a huge number. There are some sections, notably at C1, C01 and D01. I believe that's a spawn point. And secondly, the area to the southeast in H78, IE78, and additionally in 8 as well. Those are the main building sections. The rest of the map is trees and hills. There's a couple of lakes. Here's one, located at D67. But the majority of the map is pretty open. A couple of buildings scattered here and there, and other places perhaps. There is also a knocked out wind turbine. As you can see, the wind turbines are in the north section of the map along a zero line. Well, they're actually outside the map, but one of them is in the map and it is collapsed, destroyed. And there is the center of the map. You can see the cap circle is exceptionally well exposed. Got spotted there. Well, actually, I didn't get spotted there. I damaged him once, and then he knew exactly where it was because you're visible. But there is some more buildings that I was talking about earlier. But the map is very, very well exposed. Very well exposed. It's exceptionally exposed. And that means if you have no armor, you're going to get absolutely screwed. However, as it is a very large map, those with speed, particularly this type of vehicle, the AFV, is going to have quite a good amount of work to do on this map in terms of spotting and getting around enemies and such. Ooh, I'm surprised I didn't take a lot of damage there. Nice bit of wall there to help me stop. And here is one of those sections I was on about before. Looks like wind turbine storage or construction. Yeah, I'm not really sure how this map will play out too much, other than there's going to be quite a few more flanking opportunities in terms of there's all this open space. I don't survive for much longer, by the way, so this video is coming rapidly to an end. I get stuck on a tank chassis there, I think it's a BMP chassis. Yeah. So this section of the map as well, down the J line, is a very, very long drop. So anyone going off of this at great speed is going to take a lot of damage. I'm trying to go down in sort of steps, as you can see, but I've got this guy chasing me down, and there we go. I thought maybe he would have been a bit more lenient, as this is a test server, but never mind. I can bring more gameplay of this if you want, but it would be in the form of this replay file and us just flying around the map. But there we go, that's front line. I think it could be quite an interesting map. We'll have to see on the live server, but it is less corridor-y, as it were. Things like Coastal Threat, that's very corridor-y, in terms of there's the town section, and there's also the section to the south and the north. There's 3 corridors basically on that map. Some other things to go through in 017, but those were 2 things. The VBL, not the VBL, well, the VBR, related to the VBL, but 2 tiers higher, and front line. So, I've been Geogen. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you chaps and chapettes in the next one.